So welcome to AUC Vibe. I am Leah Brewster and I'm here with Felixx. Welcome, Felixx.
How you doing?
I'm great. So today we're going to be talking to Felixx about his music, college, and future. So Felixx.
What's up?
Where did you get Felixx music from?
Well, FelixxMusic is just pretty much like my online alias, so everybody can they can locate everything and know that it's music or whatever. But I go by Felixx, but that's actually my real name. But we added the extra X because X is the Roman numeral for 10. So
okay.
I was playing off the whole Clark Kent versus Superman type of thing. So it's like Felixx, me in my day-to-day life as a student, this and that, and then Felixx times 10 is me when it comes to my artistry. So that's where I got it from.
Dope. So I was on your Instagram, clearly because I was interviewing you. So I was like, I want to check this dude out. And I saw like your style is so different. Like your voice it's very different. It's very unique. And I've really never heard anything like it. So what is like your story behind the voice?
Crazy enough though, it probably took me till about 2 or 3 years ago to actually accept my voice for my voice. Because I didn't grow up with like a singing family. So we're human, we compare ourselves to certain things, and I would always be like, oh, that's what I wanted to sound like. But it was when I started working professionally with my manager, Anthony Khalil, Loud and Clear Entertainment, and people would say, oh, your voice is so different, it doesn't sound like nobody else. And I'm like, well, maybe I should like how my voice sounds. So just growing into myself as an artist, I've grown to actually love that unique nasally timbre that I have, but I think it took me a while to get to where I am. So, but I'm glad to be in this moment.
Dope. So you mentioned Loud and Clear. Can you explain to us? Like,
that's the entertainment company that I'm signed to. I've been signed to it for about 1.5 years now through my manager Anthony Khalil. He's actually the CEO of the company. But basically, right now it's kind of functioning as like the #1 source of entertainment in Atlanta. We work with a lot of people. Atlantic, Epic, Revolt, partnerships from like Red Bull, Rolling Out, the W, doing some stuff with Scales 925, but we've established a lot. So I'm glad to be functioning under the umbrella.
Oh wow! So we know that you're an artist, but you're also a college student. So tell us a little bit about that.
Man, I don't know. I know a lot of people ask me like, what is like time management like? And I tell everybody the same thing. It kind of doesn't really exist because things change so much. So we go by the schedule, we live by the schedule, by the calendar. But when something changes, you just have to drop it at that moment and just adjust. But I think it's one of the things that it forces you to figure it out. You figure it out, you make it happen. Sometimes you gotta stop and slow down. Sometimes you just gotta be in the studio, doing homework, and we make it happen. That's all I can say.
I think that's so interesting because so many people want to go after their dreams, but it's like school. And you mentioned time management. What are some like practical tips that you can give people who really want to do
Being
that?
organized, actually having a calendar, a schedule, like to be accounted for like all the time of the day. Because I know one of the things my manager drills into us is like write everything down. I was like, I don't want to know where you at, but just write. You can eat lunch, breakfast, dinner, study, take a nap, watch TV, whatever it is, write it down. And what's crazy is one of the things that kind of saved me this semester, just finishing up, was actually writing it all down and seeing, I don't have any time to do what I need to do. So that's the most important tip when it comes to being a student and trying to do it, and then just be serious about your craft. Like I know there's a lot of people, there's a lot of dope people in AUC, but a lot of people, they just want to party, and you have to know sacrifice. Yeah. It sucks, but you have to know sacrifice. I know I shot my first music video during homecoming, my junior year. Like I was out because I was an escort for the course. I walked out of the field, I left and went to a video shoot. So it's like, you either want it or you don't. You figure it out. Yeah, so.
That's good. So I know you're in school. What are you studying?
Public relations, which has actually helped me because, one of the benefits of working with Loud Entertainment, I'm afforded the opportunity to be a businessman and an artist so that I'm not just, stuck in one box. So say if something doesn't work out or something changes or something shifts, I'm not going to be SOL because I'm invested on the business side as well. So, I definitely help my manager a lot when it comes to the entertainment company and just, stuff we have going on.
Right. So I know a lot of people when they come to college, they think that, I want to do this. I want to go to school for, I want to be a lawyer, whatever. Yeah. So, like, how did you just find that passion and be like, whatever happens, because you had to take a risk. Yeah. I know you did. So
I started out as a music major, and they just kept telling me you got to teach. I don't really like kids like that, so I was just like, I don't want to be a teacher.
Yeah.
I love classical music, but I don't want a career singing classical music. So I was just like, let me find something where I can still do entertainment and still focus on myself. So, honestly, when I started PR, I didn't even think I knew what it was. I was asking around, like, what's a major where, I can do and it'll contribute to my career. It's like, we'll do PR. So I actually changed my major to that. Then which is probably kind of backwards, but then I researched it and made sure. I was like, okay, but let me make sure this is actually what people are telling me what it is. But I would definitely say, now, hey, I know people that have graduated with, biology degrees. They do something else now that can work. But I will say it helps to study the field and then actually be in the field, because a lot of my knowledge has come from me being in school and then applying what I did in school, working with somebody else or interning with somebody else. So now in my own career, I'm able to do things and not fumble or make mistakes, because it's like, I've done this. I know how to do this.
Right. So how do you have a social life? It seems like you're so busy, and it seems like, you're doing all this stuff. Like, how is your social life?
I think I have a social life. I'm not really. I have one. I have a social life. I think because you have to find time. You have to, you know what I'm saying? And it's a creative field. So if you're work, it's life experiences that inspire us to create art. So once again, it's one of the things you find the time to have fun and to do stuff. Now there's a period where it's kind of like, all right, y'all, we got a deadline. The album finna come out, my EP finna drop, something like when I was I'm actually about to release a movie or short film for the new music, and it was like, all right, I just kind of got to finish this all week. That's my concern. So when I get out of class, I'll go record the music or whatever's left, to be done, and then work on the visuals. So you find time. Like I said, there's a time where you just working, and there's a time where you have down moments, to just chill and relax. But you figure it out. You find time to do stuff. I have friends.
You have friends.
Yeah, I have some friends.
Cool. So one of my last questions is, after college, you're about to graduate, right? So, like, what are your plans? What are you about to do?
Music. I'm still gonna be. Luckily, I have a strong support system. So between like my family back home, to my friends, to my manager Anthony, and just the other artists, we're working with, your son Joseph and Jasmine, Janae, we all are support system for each other. So I'm definitely gonna be doing music full time. Okay. So I'll be releasing some new music. Like I said, the short film be coming out, and some of the songs, like the one. Heartbeat, headboard, just kind of expressing some stuff. Nothing too major, nothing too minor. So, but I'll definitely be doing music full time.
Wow, that's so exciting! We're so happy for you. Congratulations on everything that you're doing. It was a pleasure having you, Felixx. Is there anything else you want to leave our listeners with?
You can follow me online at FelixxMusic, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, YouTube, all of that. FelixxMusic. So.
Cool beans. Well, thank you so much. Again, this is Edlia Brewster at AUC Live, and until next time.
There's a bunch of stuff I've been through, a bunch of stuff I never do again. Never, no never, I never thought I'd go through. I never thought she'd ever say a win.